Welcome to this demonstration video of DBU applications presented by ProData. If you have a database file that routinely needs maintenance, a DBU application can be saved and used as necessary. We will show you how to build a DBU application. For the purposes of this demonstration, we will use a file that is shipped with the DBU software called DBP demo. Once we DBU DBP demo, we will specify criteria that we wish to use for the application and then save that and show you how you and your users could access that over and over again. This is the default DBU display screen using the file DBP demo. Using the F4 key, we will access the DBU field selection screen. Here, we will specify 3 fields to be displayed. Employee number, we'll select that with an X in the select column. GL account number, and GL amount number. We're also going to make GL account a display only field, and that way our users will be able to change the other 2 fields, but not that field. We're also going to resequence that field so that it is ahead of the other 2. Once we hit enter, we'll return to the DBU display screen with only the 3 fields we defined displayed to the screen. Now we will type change in the control field. The control field can be used to change the mode of DBU and a lot more. Be sure to check our documentation for all of the FastPath commands available for the control field. Now we are in the change mode of DBU. Notice that we are able to tab to 2 of the fields, but not the first field. The first field is the GL account number, and that's the one we designed as display only. Now we're going to use the F21 key to go into multiple record mode. Notice that we are still unable to tab into the GL account number field, and we're only allowed to change the 2 fields that we defined in our field selection. This is what we would like our application to look at. We want our users to be able to come in, verify an account number, and then put in their employee number and the GL amount. So now we're going to save this as a DBU application that can be used over and over again to perform the regular database maintenance. We simply type APP in the control field. This is the DBU application screen. This will list any DBU applications that are in your library list. Notice near the bottom of the screen, the F6 key allows you to create or replace the application. We will use the F6 key. In order to use the F6 key, you must have either brought up an existing application and want to change it, or have DBU on a file and wish to use the criteria of DBU to define an application. We're going to use option 1 to select DBU. If you're interested in finding out what DB Unifier is, be sure to check our demo about that software, or just call us and ask us. On the following screen, we can name the DBU application using the standard IBM naming convention rules. We'll call this one Test App, and we'll store this in the DBU software library DBU 80. We will put a minimal description there as a test application, and we can define the authority. The authority referred to is to the DBU application, not the object that DBU was used on. We'll specify star all. Once we hit enter, the DBU application is created, and we now see the application name in the list of DBU applications. F3 returns us to the DBU screen. and F3 again returns us to our command line. Now we're ready to use the DBU application we just built. Just type the command DBU app space and followed by the name that we gave the DBU application, which was test app. Here we are in the DBU change mode with only 3 fields presented, 2 of which can be changed, and it's in a multiple record mode. A DBU application is just that simple to create. However, you can specify a much more sophisticated application that it can include a search for records or detail in the form of a printed report. This concludes the DBU application demonstration. Thank you for allowing us to present a part of the power of DBU.